everybody. Welcome back to a Film Friday. I haven't done one of these in a while, but we just went and saw Ghostbusters, the new one, and it was in 3D. Oh! So, yeah, we just got out, and I'm just gonna say it flat out, I liked this movie.
I did too.
I went in having what's the word I'm looking for? I went into this thing blind. I was like, nah, it's gonna be alright, you know, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be bad, I really don't care, I'm gonna go see it anyway. And it was amazing.
It was.
It's really funny when it needs to be, and this whole film, I was in tears, I was laughing so much. I don't feel like it degrades the original. You've never seen the original,
no.
But I've seen all 3 Ghostbusters movies now, and I thought it was great. The 3 ladies that they got, no, 4 ladies, sorry. 4 ladies that they got to do the roles were great. None of them really felt like... Get a bike! He's probably on a bike. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the leading ladies, we'll say, for this film, were actually really good.
Yeah.
Was it Penny? Was her name? She was really funny. The
black one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was funny. Halsey. Ooh, hello, moth. There's a moth crawling on her. Ah, bye. Halsey was my favorite character, to be honest.
Yes, by far.
It was Halsey, then the shorter chick. I don't remember her name.
Molly, the
bigger girl.
Yeah.
She was really funny. Then probably Penny, and then the lead girl. But the one girl, the thin girl, was pretty much the straight character. In a lot of comedy acts, Abbott and Costello, they had a straight man, which was basically Abbott was Costello's straight man. And that means they're not really there for comedy. Egon in the original, for those that have seen it. But yeah, this movie starts right out of the gate, you know. The first effect made you jump, and the effects are amazing in this film.
Yeah.
They have it sort of boxy, widescreen kind of font, but the effects go outside of the border, which I don't think I've ever seen on a movie before.
No.
And I'm really glad we saw this in 3D. Because of those effects. I feel like if we saw it in 2D, we wouldn't get the full experience. But yeah, for those of you thinking, it's not going to be like the originals, I say this movie is equally on par with the original. It has that same sort of 80s movie feel. It doesn't take itself too seriously. In fact, there are multiple references to the old Ghostbusters. I'm trying to think of one offhand, but I think the most notable one was they didn't really fight. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man fell on them as a balloon, which was a really cool effect. I really did like that. The logo gets drawn by a artist.
Artist.
Oh yeah, a graffiti artist. And Halsey's like, I'd make a great logo, so she kind of runs with it. The main Ghostbusters of the movie, or of the old movie, I should say, show up. They make cameo appearances in this. I'm not going to spoil too much of it, but the one who has the most roles is Venkman. Yeah, I can't think of his name off the top of my head. The guy with the cane and the hat.
Yes.
He was an old Ghostbuster. Same with the guy in the taxi. That was Dan Aykroyd. He produced this movie and was one of the Ghostbusters in the original 2. Also, he kind of directed and produced the first 2.
Cool.
So he's been itching for a Ghostbusters 3 for a while. Chris Hemsworth, Thor, is very funny in this movie. Very stupid, but very funny. It's nice to see that Chris Hemsworth sort of can do more than just Thor, the Thor character. He can be more than the muscle-bound beefcake. I'm trying to think what the trailers that we got. We'll go over trailers for a minute. We got one the government. What was that one called? We got two the halftime, the longest halftime show thingy. That looks kind of cool. The one thing that bothered me, and I remembered this because I was going to bring this up. The lady in front of me, she was watching this trailer, and when she got done, she leaned over because it's about the war heroes and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, wow, that really looks good." And she leans over to our friend and goes, "Well, that looks stupid." I'm like, really? It's an anti, you're not anti-war, but it's kind of like 13 Hours or oh, I can't think of it anymore, but it's basically one of those movies like showing what happened, what really happened. There was another one about the plane that crashed in that one looked really good. I kind of want to see that.
Isn't it like Sully? I think it was Sully.
Yes, Sully. Yes, because Tom Hanks is in both of those movies, which I found kind of odd. Did you notice that? Tom Hanks was in both, but in the Sully, he looks a lot older than he did in the first one. Mm-hmm. So that was like, wow, makeup. What else did we see? We saw a lot. That one rated R movie, I can't remember.
I can't either.
But I remember going, really? A rated R movie in front of Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
It is rated PG-13 or something like that, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I can't remember. Suicide Squad looks amazing.
Yes.
We will be going to see that when it comes out. But Ghostbusters, what would you give it out of 10? My nose is running for some reason.
As if I haven't seen any of the Ghostbusters, I would give it about a 7.
Really?
Yeah.
That's right, because you haven't seen the first two, and you really don't know anything about these Ghostbusters. So you went in completely blind. One thing I did like is, Total Protonic Reversal is in this.
Yes.
If Ghostbusters fans, help me out here. He doesn't know what that is.
No.
But it was so cool. And Ecto 1 makes the same sound in this. The meow, meow, meow. That was what it did in the original. The proton packs, I think, make the same sound. The beams make the same sound. They originally, that place that they saw in the beginning, the place that they wanted to rent that was like 21,000.
Yeah.
Was the old Ghostbuster.
Really?
Yeah. And so when they get it in the end, it's like, yes! What else was I gonna say? The final battle in this, was very interesting. I really enjoyed what they did because they pretty much fought the logo. And
they did.
They did.
Yeah.
They fought the logo. No other movie has fought their logo. And the Ghostbusters movie, it wasn't the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, which I was kind of okay with, seeing what they did. And I guess you could kind of say it was a Stay Puft Marshmallow ripoff. You're not seeing the first ones, you're not going to understand. But
yeah, you get what
it basically, think of that balloon, only the size of the Ghostbuster ghost at the end. That would be the first one. I gotta show you the original Ghostbusters. We could do that tomorrow. Yeah, they fight the logo. Everything comes out hunky-dory in the end. I thought there was a moth in here. Everything comes out hunky-dory. I did like the one change in this movie where the government is like, yeah, we know you're not frauds, but you need to stop. Because in the beginning, in the original Ghostbusters, it was all, we gotta make a business out of this, and the government was sort of on their side, except for that one guy, he was kind of a jerk. But I liked how this kind of parodied government sort of stepping in and taking over when they didn't need to. With the Ghostbusters, they were saying, yeah, we know you're not frauds, but you need to stop. We're on this. And then at the end, when those two guys are frozen in the pose, it's like, yeah, nice work, guys. Great government job, So yeah, we didn't see this opening weekend, I don't think. Maybe we did. No. There was no way we saw it opening weekend on a Friday night at 10 o'clock and there was nobody in the theater. There was like 2, 4, 5, 6 maybe people and then us. You know, there was nobody. But the people that were in the theater really enjoyed this movie.
They did.
The people that we had in our particular screening, they laughed, they cried. I dropped something heavy on them. No. No. They were like, oh, they got all the references. They got all the little, you know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge kind of things. At one point, I leaned over to you and I went, Slimer. And you're like, what? But that, I thought Slimer was going to come out of that tube. But, yeah, this movie kind of, it's a different beast than the original one. And I know you haven't seen it, so you're going to be no help whatsoever.
I just smile and nod.
Yeah. But those of you that have seen the original and enjoy the original Ghostbusters, don't let that detract you from coming to this one. I say it's an amazing movie. Well, okay, it's a good movie. I wouldn't say it's amazing. There were a couple jokes I could have lived without. The race joke. You know, I don't know if it was a race thing or a lady thing, but I'm mad as hell. I was like, you know, but I saw that in the trailers and I knew I wasn't going to like that part. There was another part that stuck in my head.
It's not stuck now.
No, yeah, it's the fart one. That was kind of funny, you know. In the beginning, they're like, "Oh, we found this noise," and they're like, "We've never had someone this close." So that was kind of funny. But there was another one. I was like, I can't remember it now. I'm trying to.
And Thor making their logo, or
yeah, the Thor. Chris Hemsworth making their logo, a ghost with breasts, was kind of like, damn it. But yeah, I don't know. That's Ecto. The Ecto 1 is really cool in this. They make it out of a hearse, which is kind of ironic. You're fine. I don't know if you caught the license plate of
Ecto 1, yeah.
Of the bike.
I saw it, but
it was Ecto 2. I was like, because Ecto 1 is the car from the first movie. Ecto 2 is the one from the second movie. So they kind of referenced it in this movie. It was pretty cool. But yeah, they don't really stick with. It's not a word for word re-release of the original Ghostbusters. It is its own being, and it is really, really good. I'd actually give it an 8 out of 10. 8.5 to 9, upper end of the scale. Because like I said, there were a couple jokes that I could have lived without, but on the whole, I really enjoyed Ghostbusters 2016. The ending credit scene.
yeah.
Oh my gosh! So for those of you that don't know, there is an ending credit scene, and it teases a sequel. Sigourney Weaver is in this, and none of the original cast reprised the role. But Sigourney Weaver is in it for like 10 seconds, and she's really good. She's very stoned, I don't like this, tear this all down, you know, that kind of guy. But the ending credit scene, the Penny, or Petty, or whatever her name is listening to something on a track, and she goes, "Who's Zool?" Which Zool is the original villain from the first Ghostbusters movie. So whether it was just a tease or whether they're going to make a second one, I don't know. And I heard an interesting bit of trivia. You know when they post their videos on YouTube and they're reading the comments? Mm-hmm. They're reading the comments to the first Ghostbusters trailer.
Really?
Yeah. So they got so much negativity from the first trailer that they're like, let's just put this in the movie as like an in kind of joke thing, you know. But it was good.
It's very good.
One of the I hesitate to say one of the best movies of the year, because we've seen a lot of good movies this year.
We did.
But it was definitely solid top 5. Mm-hmm. Solid top 5. Like I said, I can't wait to see Suicide Squad.
Yes.
Because unlike a lot of people, I actually really liked Batman v Superman. And I am getting the extended edition when it comes out because it has all of the movie instead of like the cut version that was in theaters. So we will be seeing that in its entirety, or I will be. You probably have something better to do than watch movies, but yeah, Ghostbusters 2016. 8.5, 9 out of 10 from me. 7 from my brother, and yeah, just go check it out. It's easily really funny, and it's just a really, really good movie. So with that, guys, thank you for watching this Film Fridays, and I will try to get this up as soon as I can. Seeing as I have absolutely nothing going on tomorrow, I probably will just stick an end credit, you know, on the beginning and on the end, and zip it up. So, new reviews coming. I have one video that is absolutely killing me. It was a half-hour video. I cut down to almost 10 minutes exactly. And it's taken me 5 days to edit it. So, hopefully I'll get that up to you in the next couple days. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. This has been Optimus Prime with my brother, and this has been a Film Friday. Take care, guys.